Okay, for today's video, I'm going to show you how to use a digital balance to measure the mass of an object. Okay, so the digital balance is this item here, and we'll be measuring the mass of these 6 objects here. So I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way for now, just so that way a little bit more room to work. Okay, so a digital balance is a scientific tool. It's not that different from a scale or balance that you might have in your home, okay, maybe in your bathroom or in your kitchen. Again, it does measure the mass of an object. This is a little bit different than weight. Here on Earth, we tend to say that mass and weight, we sort of treat them the same because mass is actually the measure of how much matter is in an object, whereas weight is the measure of the effects of gravity on an object. Okay, so but since we're on Earth, they generally tend to be the same. But if we were to travel to another planet or go to the moon, mass is constant. Mass is always the same no matter where you are, but your weight will change. So that's just interesting science fun fact. Okay, so this is a digital balance. If you look at it here, if you zoom in here, I know it's a little hard to see. You see right here it says 200G. What that means is that this balance can find the mass of an object as long as it is less than 200 grams. Okay, so if you have an object that has a mass greater than that, you will need to find a different balance. So this is usually for measuring objects that are a little bit smaller, and the objects we have today hopefully will all be under 200 grams. Okay, to turn it on, I'm actually just going to hit this button here on this device. It's the 0 button. Now, before I turn it on, I want to make sure that my balance is on a flat, level surface. Okay, so I don't want this to wobble around. I don't want this like up on something like this. It needs to be on a flat, level surface so that it works properly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this button now. You'll see it. Check, and it will be on. Okay, now when you look at the readout here, you'll see that there's a number here. That's going to tell us the mass. I know it's hard to see, but there's actually a decimal here. So this says 0.0. You'll see a little g here. That's for grams. That is our unit of measure, and that's our SI unit for mass. Now I can change that, so if I click this button over here where it says unit, I can switch. Now the first time you'll see it change the readout. This changes it to ounces. I click it again. Now it says N here, which stands for newtons. It's a measure of force. But I'm going to go all the way back to grams, and it resets here. Okay, so a digital balance is incredibly easy to use as long as you make sure that, again, it's on a flat level surface and that you wait for it to give you the proper measurement. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and measure the mass of some of these objects. If you want, you can try and predict which object you think will have the greatest mass beforehand, or see if you can guess what the mass is. And then after we do it, you're just going to tell me what it is. So I'm not going to say the number out loud. It's really pretty straightforward. But yeah, that's what our little exercise is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start. Bring some of my objects back in view for you here. Okay, so we'll start with this Lego Iron Man. Just place them right on the thing there. Okay, and you'll see a couple things. The numbers will change. Once this number stops moving and this little star shows up, basically it means it's set the volume, or sorry, the mass, not volume, mass. And you'll see the number here. Okay, and again, there's a decimal point here. So what is the mass of Iron Man? I'm going to pause, remove them. You'll see that the thing changes. Now again, you should see that no matter where I place it, it should not matter. Okay, so as long as I place them on this surface here, you'll see that number didn't change. Okay, but it's best to just put it in the center. Okay. All right, I'm going to remove him now. Now I want to make sure this goes all the way back to 0, and if it doesn't, I can just hit the 0 button. Sometimes it doesn't. It'll be off by like 0.1 or minus 0.1. Just hit the 0 button. Okay. Our next object will be Laffy Taffy. Was that higher or lower than you thought it would be? So what is the mass of the Laffy Taffy? And again, remember there is a decimal point between these two numbers. Okay. Our next object will be, let's go with the Pikachu. Okay. And again, there's a decimal here between the 2 and the 7. Okay. What is the mass of the Pikachu, the stuffed Pikachu? Okay. Next we'll have the clock. Do you think the clock will have a mass greater or less than the Pikachu? Let's find out. Okay. It's almost 3 o'clock. Okay. There's your mass. So what's the mass of the clock? in grams. All right. And our glue stick. Okay, now obviously with a glue stick, I picked this one, these last two objects go last for a reason. Okay, glue stick, if I lie it down here, it might roll, so you can find if it's steady, it's fine, or I can place it like this so it doesn't roll around. But you'll see either way, it should return the same mass here. Okay, so again, what's the mass of the glue stick? Whoop, and see it moved. And actually my mass changed, so let me see. I'm going to measure that again and see why that. So maybe my first time my mass was a little bit off. Okay, and it's possible it might be a rounding issue. So it does sometimes helps to measure something multiple times to see, and then go with whichever one you feel is the most. Like if it's always going to be this number now, I would go with this value here. Okay. Now, sometimes you'll need to find the mass of an object that will not sit on your thing smooth. So I have these marbles here, and so if I place my marbles on here, whoops, they might. Sometimes they'll stay or they might roll off, okay? So one thing you can do then is you might use another container here. But then remember, this container also has mass, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place the container on here. And you'll see it has this mass here. But now if I don't want the mass of that, I just want the mass of my 3 marbles, I can hit the 0 button. Okay, and now this is no longer being accounted for down here. And then I can place my marbles into the container, and that will give you my value of just the mass of the marbles. Okay, and I'm waiting for my number to settle, and it's going back and forth. Okay, and so there it is. I'm going to take that off. So, and you'll see here when I take this off now, it says negative 2.1 because I had removed, it had been accounting for the mass of the little plastic cup I was using. So I'm going to go ahead and 0 that again, so I'm back to normal. Now to turn my balance off, it'll actually time itself out. If you leave it on for too long, it doesn't weigh any, or find the mass of anything, or I can just hold down the 0 button, and my balance will say off and turn off, and now I can put it away for safe storage. All right, thanks for watching.